Okay, so I'm heading to my friend's house, and while I'm driving, I actually feel more like this, based on the scenery, but... Alright, let's move on. I'm trying really hard to think of another game where you play as a real animal. I mean, I guess it's not unprecedented to play as an animal, is it? I mean, you've played as a hedgehog, right? You can play as a fox. Why not play as the Animaniacs? Nobody knows what the hell they are. I mean, come on, you can even play as an egg. Oh yeah, don't forget marbles. Now, some of these don't count. Cartoon characters like, mice, ducks, Garfields, Tasmanian devils. Stuff like that's not quite the same. Rather than Google it, I collection it. So I just go and scan shelf by shelf, and there's gotta be something that'll match. Exactly. This is one of the better comparisons I can come up with off the top of my head. I mean, in this game, granted, you did have a life meter and a breath meter, but that's really not the point. You were a real animal, right? Just like, that doesn't count. Get that off of there. Alright, that's better. Hey, it's a sequel. Anyway, Echo was really unique for its time. Not so much because you avoided danger and solved puzzles and mysteries, but you played as a dolphin. And it worked. One thing that struck me about Untitled Goose is that there's no weapons, you can't die, there's no life meter, there's no game over. You can just sit there and the game will just run on and on and on and on and on, not caring whether you pick the controller up or not, and then the switch will finally put itself to sleep.
But until that day, you're a goose. You're the lowest form of life on Earth. You're in my bathtub when you're not supposed to be.
Wow, let's get to the sound. Alright, take me seriously for a second. Now, this game isn't necessarily doing something that no other game has done before it. I mean, certainly, you can find every quality of this game you want, and some games have done it before. This is certainly one of those all-ages games. I mean, you can be 8 years old and play this, or you can be 88 years old and play this, and it's still going to be fun and humorous regardless. But like I've said too many times already, no guns, no magic, no hit points, just feathers. I mean, here you are running around, giving hell to this poor groundskeeper, turning on water spigots, stealing his shovel. Oh, I'm after his... Hey, come on, man. It's October, dog. Let me get one of these pumpkins, man. I'm gonna carve it. No. Alright, so what exactly am I trying to say? Alright, you can play as a hedgehog, you can play as a possum, you can play as Chester Cheetah, you can play as Donald Duck, you can play as Mickey Mouse. Animals all over the place. Here's what's different. In a thing like Echo, that animal is pretty much based on what it can already do. When the game launches, you can swim, use sonar, you have to get oxygen, and you can jump out the water, and that's pretty much it. Right, but what about me? Where's my spotlight? You can honk. You can do all these wonderful things, but that's pretty much all you can do. Oh, except for stealing keys and hats and moving coolers and turning on faucets, things of that nature. But the thing that those two games have in common is that in Untitled Goose and in Echo, the character that you initially play, or really the character that you play, is based on a real animal. It's not based on a cartoon character. And that's what's so cool. You can go ahead and release games like this all day, and I'll be playing them. Please, be inspired by things like Echo. Be inspired by things like Untitled Goose. And to a level, things like Tanglewood. And I really wish that more companies and more developers work on stuff like that. Because you know what? We've had enough of the rest. So, give us something, well, new. If you don't have Echo the Dolphin, or you don't have Untitled Goose game, or you don't have, say, Tanglewood, then keep collecting.